stop by. We're going to nearby. So we're going to stop by and see some of the sites of where the Russians were, the occupiers were in the Kyiv Oblast. On our way back from Lviv with my new car. Yeah. So here we are stopping at the Vorzel, which is next to Bucha and Irpin. These are the remains of Russian tanks that we destroyed. These are nasty cigarettes. Winston's, nice. Look at the top blown off this one. Of course, I think they were moved, but I don't know. Out of the roadway. This one's still fully intact almost. It's amazing. So that one's got the turret still on it, so it wasn't blown off with a javelin. But these were hit with javelins, obviously, or other anti-tank NLAWs or javelins, or the Swedish ones. And these lost their tops. Orcs. So I'm right in the middle of the center of where it all happened in Kyiv Oblast, which is the state of Kyiv. It's like California's a state, or Texas, or New York, or states, or Montana, etc., New Hampshire. This is the state, where I'm in the state of Kyiv, which is where I live also, in the city of Kyiv, city of Kyiv, state of Kyiv. And we're in Vorzel. Vorzel is about 40 minutes outside of city center of Kyiv where I live, and it's next to Bucha and Irpin. And this is where we're at right now. Russian tanks. What's left of them. Crazy. It smells like pine. A lot of beautiful pine trees here. This one is still, like I said, relatively intact, but it got fried, obviously, as you can see. Russian tanksky. Papillon. It's wonderful. Those, see, смотри, это, NLAW, javelin, и это нет. Still has it, still on top. But it's burns completely. Mm-hmm. Oh my God! How can they go in there? Ugh. Да. Choo-choo. Yeah. I'd be claustrophobic. We're gonna go take a look at the other ones that are here too. So here's a turret. Blown off the top. Oh, there's the gun. As you can see, they shot up, fired at, shelled, and whatever else, civilian house, residential civilians, for no reason whatsoever. This is not a military target. It's a residential neighborhood, and the Russians nearly destroyed my friend's home. The shell came in and destroyed this house. Mm-hmm. Was completely destroyed. Mm-hmm. So a family was in this car just trying to escape and flee when the Russians attacked it and shot through the windshield, killing the driver. Shot up the engine block, as you can see, destroyed the car. These are civilians. These are not military targets. They're not soldiers. It's a family. Just trying to escape the destruction and the murderous orcs from Russia. And they didn't make it. They didn't make it out. Neither did the home. Was the epicenter in Bucha. Mm-hmm. It's closed down. Intersport, yeah. Mm-hmm. Was a restaurant. So we're in Hostomel now, which is right next to Bucha, which is next to Irpin. And this is the car cemetery in Hostomel that I haven't seen showed on the news outlets actually. You see the one in Irpin. Oh my God. Russians, they didn't care about anything. Indiscriminately killed people, civilians. They murdered them in their cars. Look at all these cars. Jesus. Look at the bullet holes. Look at all the bullet holes. So they would murder people in their cars and then torch them to destroy the evidence. Just like has been reported in the news. Here it is live. Here it is live, guys, on my channel. It's one thing to hear about it on the news, it's another thing to see it firsthand. God, look at this car. You know, That's a family's car right there. They literally stacked them. Look at the bullet holes in this one. Look at all the bullet holes everywhere. There are bullet holes that riddled that van, that minivan. This is horrific. Wow. It's really one thing to hear about it, or see it on CNN, or Fox News, or Sky News, or CBC, or France 24, or DW. This is the real thing, guys. Oh my God. And a Russian tank ran over this one. You can see where the tank ran over it and absolutely mutilated the car. Imagine us being attacked in California, back in the US somewhere. Somebody who wanted our land again. Just imagine. Look at the bullet holes in this car. And then the windshield. This is just mind-boggling. These are bullet holes. These three didn't go through, actually. The sheet metal, those went through. You can see the bullet holes. There are no words to describe how I feel right now, honestly. Anger, shock, disbelief. I mean, it's just, you can't put this into words. So we're in another part of Hostomel, and this is a crater left from a cruise missile strike. This is not simple artillery shells or MLRS. This is it's a large caliber missile. Maybe not a cruise missile, but something of a larger capacity, explosive capacity. And here are blocks and blocks of apartment buildings that were completely destroyed. By the Russian orcs. Imagine if this is your home. Just imagine. Imagine if California or Texas or somewhere else was just all of a sudden occupied by another nation's army because they wanted to take it. And you know, Putin has made the land grab and the imperialistic ambitions of the Soviet Empire well known again. We all knew this all along, but came out as in a speech he did this past week. For reference, today is the 15th of June, 2022. It's Wednesday here. And it's around 2042 Kyiv time. Yeah, they have to put these flyers on. Be careful of unexploded devices. So mines, unexploded shells, rockets, hand grenades. Tell your mom and dad first, and then get the sappers. This is the world we live in. That's just Kyiv. Once again, Words can't describe. They just cannot describe. You see right here. So we're continuing our tour of Hostomel. This is probably I don't want to call it an impressive apartment building. There's one like this in Mariupol also. Not this one to my left, but this one I'm showing right now and I showed first. Where the center of the apartment building has been completely destroyed by Russian artillery fire and rockets and shelling. And it smells. It's completely charred and destroyed. The words are hard to find, really, to describe this. Other than this must stop and Russia must be stopped. This kind of barbaric, insane, inhumane cruelty and genocide must stop. These are families that live here. People, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, daughters, sons, children. And this is not a military target. This is an apartment. These are apartment buildings that people like you and I lived in. Look, here's the parking lot. Imagine parking your car over here. Imagine walking up in front of the building. Imagine going up to your apartment that was there. Was. Past tense. Holy fuck. We have a friend. Hi, puppy. This is crazy. That's incredible. Yeah, because the owners have been killed or they've fled. Dogs are running wild. And look at this. Imagine going up to your, parking your car right there, and then going up to your flat, going up the elevator, to your flat that was in the center over there. Coming home to a hot, beautifully cooked meal by your partner, children waiting for you. And then at 5 o'clock in the morning, this starts. On February 24th, 2022. God bless Ukraine. They just shot up everything along this road. As they came down here with the tanks and the infantry, they didn't care. They shot at all the civilian homes, apartment buildings, another military target. So this bad boy got destroyed, I think right where it sits now. This bad boy got destroyed right where it sits now by a javelin. Something else. T-64. Slava Ukraine. Blow up this motherfucker. A kitty. Behind the stuff it destroyed. Welcome to war. So the turret blew off, so obviously it was an M-Lot javelin again. So this is a glass factory, Hostomel, and they decided to bomb this too and shell it and destroy it for no reason. It's not a, well, yeah, it's another military target. Look at these bullet holes. Wow. Shrapnel, bullet holes, well, all the above. Shells, artillery. Another military target, someone's private house. They just decided to point tanks at it. Fire. You have that. These are all private homes, they're private residences.
Здесь были люди, когда это все было.
Yeah, they didn't care.
Стрит Вокзальная.
Say it again. Bucha Street.
Вокзальная.
Vokzalnya. This is the street where the whole column of Russian tanks was taken out by the Ukrainian armed forces. And everybody's seen the images. Of course, they're not here anymore. The street has been cleared, but you can see damage still. Where they just destroyed indiscriminately civilian homes. They didn't care. They just destroyed everything. All these military targets, right? Huh. But the whole column was destroyed on the street. Wiped out. By the Ukrainian army.
Угу. 3 раза.
3?
Угу.
Well, they couldn't go anywhere. They actually were stuck. They were sitting ducks right here on the street. It smells like
Bucha, Irpin.
Oh, this is
Это же
oh,
жираф.
Irpin now.
Да.
Oh,
Здесь
yes, there's the shopping center.
Да.
Yeah, да. I recognize it now.
Потому что здесь вот мост был, его взорвали, и здесь
Irpin.
вот
Да.
держали оборону.
Uh-huh. Oof, and it smells really, really strong. Mm-hmm. I recognize this because there's that sign right there. Mm-hmm. Kids probably recognize that sign. News media. So Rustam's taking us from Hostomel to Bucha. That was entering Irpin also. I think we're going Adoma. Oh. We have a beautiful sunset tonight.